everybody. Welcome. My name is Jasmina. I'm from Jasmina Astrology. Welcome to my channel. Today, we are here to talk about the astrology of June. Unfortunately, I didn't have availability to do it earlier, but today is June 1st, so it's not too late. Before I start digging deep into the astrology of June, make sure that you go to my website, subscribe to my newsletter, because it's my birthday month, and my birthday is in a couple of days. So I'm gonna have a special offer just for my subscribers. And also I have a moon planner out for my subscribers as well. So make sure you go to my website and subscribe. Okay, so month of June, what is happening in June? So we had this eclipse season in April, a lot of Taurian earth grounded energy, very fertile energy in May. And June starts off with a Gemini party. It's a blast in Gemini energy. We all already have Sun and Jupiter there, and soon Mercury and Venus will join. So this whole Gemini energy, let me go live on Instagram, I forgot. So this Gemini energy that we have in the first couple of weeks of June will definitely speed up our communication, our networking, the socializing, our mind and everything. It's really, really going to be full of ideas. Jupiter is here giving us fortune and luck. So whenever Gemini area is in your chart, it's going to be more fortunate. Thanks. And hi everybody from Instagram as well. Yeah, so let's start. I'm going to share my screen with some things that I want to share for June. Okay, so let's start with this. Share my screen. There you go. So, excellent. Okay, so this is what is happening. These are the big changes within the month of June, which when planets change their signs, the energy changes as well. So as I mentioned before, from this Taurus, fertile, grounded, productive energy, we are all in our minds and in just socializing, having friends over, partying, we want to chit chat, we want to exchange ideas, we want to communicate, we want to connect with others. It's all about conversing. And this will, so as I mentioned, we already have Sun and Jupiter in Gemini. Jupiter is going to stay in Gemini for next 12 months. So it's going to be really, really potent. Our ideas and how we think and our projects are going to be very potent, and there's going to be some luck in there as well. And the way we communicate and connect with others and our friendships and everything. Then the help comes from a Mercury. Mercury enters Gemini on June 3rd, which is Monday, upcoming Monday. As many of you know, Mercury is he rules Gemini. So when he's in Gemini, he is at home. He's the messenger. He's the data collector. He's just having all this buzz. It's all about buzz, about interacting, exchanging ideas. Finding out something and telling somebody about it. Because he's very fast at this moment. He's gonna go very, very fast. He's gonna be in Gemini only for 2 weeks. So these first 2 weeks of June are gonna be really, really, we're going to be restless with ideas. We're going to be restless with the energy of wanting to do so many things. Jupiter is going to even expand it. So if you are already in a motion that you have some plans to travel to, like it's wedding season. Many of you are going to some weddings. This is going to be very, very highlighted. Having these great conversations with people, meeting new people. Many of you will meet somebody, that can be something more than just friendship. It's going to be just a lot of mingling. Let's say mingling is a great word for Geminis. They love to mingle and chit chat, so it's going to be a lot about that. And Venus is already in Gemini as well. So this is the connections we like to connect with people who are same. They have the same minded with us, where intellect is very highlighted. We want to explore, learn, curiosity. Gemini is all about curiosity. So next couple of weeks, we're going to learn, teach. If you are up for that course you never took, now is the time. Travel, meet your neighbors, meet and greet your neighbors. It's a very, very it's a beautiful energy, Gemini energy, in the first couple of weeks. I also want to mention something. We had some beautiful aspects with Pluto recently. So Pluto, he's in Aquarius, currently retrograde, but he's going to go back to Capricorn just a little bit from September to November, and then he's going to go back to Aquarius for the next 20 years. So Pluto in Aquarius, many people already, we talked about it. It's about, changing our communities and technology and futuristic, innovative things. But now in the last couple of weeks, he made some beautiful, beautiful aspects with other planets. Aspects is just when two planets communicate with each other. Oh, hi, Jeannie. Nice to see you. Hi, welcome back. I love when you come here. I love your ideas and brainstorm when you brainstorm with me. So excellent. I just love it. For Gemini season to have another great person to talk astrology with. Awesome. So as I mentioned, Pluto had this flowing energy first with Sun on May 22nd, then with Venus on May 25th, and now on June 2nd, tomorrow, he's going to meet Jupiter as well. So it's absolutely amazing energy for our psychological depth, for transformation for transformation of who we are and where we live in, the way we see the world, and what do we want to change in our world. So Jupiter and Pluto together is a strong psychological energy. It's very flowing. Like we're going to be feeling empowered. And I love it. Like next year, Pluto is also gonna, before I got there, you see my Gemini brains. Pluto is also gonna trine Mercury on June 4th. So that is like going deep, like you having this spark of depth. Spark, like imagine the way your mind is gonna be, and the way you're gonna converse this psychological understanding, consciousness. Pluto is also about power and wealth, about detoxifying ourselves, purifying ourselves. But most of all, it's about how we deeply changing ourselves from the roots. And all this flowing energy with all these planets, and he's going to meet Uranus next year as well, are definitely showing us there is hope. There is hope for this world, who is now going through many, many difficult things are happening at the moment in the world. So I feel that Pluto, with all these other planets, with this flowing energy, is giving us a spark, like a picture. What will the next 20 years really look like? So imagine, I personally feel and believe that in the next 20 years, the world is going to change so much that we can't even think of it now, right? Anyway, so that is very, very important. So that Gemini energy, as I said, socialize, network, take a course, learn something new, make new friends, social media, go online, connect with other groups, find your tribe. All that is very highlighted. Party, meet and greet, have your neighbors over, whatever makes you good, that you can learn something new or share your knowledge with somebody else. When Jupiter is here as well, so you can use your knowledge from your experience and share your wisdom with others as well. I just want to mention that before the energies half month change and Cancer energy takes over and we become more softer, more emotional, there is a hard aspect on June 9th, or June 11th, sorry, on June 11th, when Mars and Pluto make a square. That's very like a hostile energy. It's very aggressive. It's very destroying, destructive. So just watch out. That I didn't mention it here, but just watch out for June 11th. Take a deep breath. Don't get your buttons get pushed. Make sure that you stay away from any power struggles, because it's a lose-lose situation with that one. Yes. Okay, so we have all this energy. Oh yeah, and then Mars is currently in Aries, where he's at home and he likes being in Aries, very assertive. And during the month of May, he actually didn't speak to many other planets. He was kind of on his own, doing his thing. But now when he moves into Taurus on June 9th, he's going to switch completely. And that's the square with Pluto is the first things he's going to communicate with other planets. So he, first of all, but he doesn't really particularly like being in Taurus, because he can move as fast as he would like to. He's taking more time to do things. So, but it's also persistent and determined in action. So it's more of a long run energy. So think about, with all this mind working very fast, with all this communication we're going to have, this Mars in Taurus will actually help us to process and integrate all these things that are in our heads and make them more practical. So I love that. There's always a balance. When we have overly something else comes in to balance us out. Oh, let me say hi to Misbehaving. Hi, welcome. Nice to have you here. And let's see what my friend Jeannie says. Okay, the Jupiter in Gemini on the 11th can bring some luck if we move with a purpose. Absolutely. That is what is Jupiter all about. It's about vision. Think about, what is your vision? What is your dream? What is a long-term thing? Yeah. So it can offset a little of the square between Mars and Pluto. Yeah. I mean, Mars and Pluto, it can be very destructive. It's not, if we can use it in a better way, I think Steve Jobs said it. It's like a laser cut. It can be very precise. It can be like, it's a very good aspect for surgeries or for surgeons, right? Because they have this laser cut, sharp, focused action. But it has to be, in a good way. Okay, shifting the event into a lesson because it is Gemini. Communication in Jupiter is the archetype of the teacher. That's absolutely true. That is absolutely true. Many of you will find the mentors they're looking for. So I hope that, some of you will also pursue PhDs or some higher education as well with Jupiter and Gemini. Many of you will maybe want to go back to school and get that certificate. So absolutely, yeah. It's a great lesson. Okay, then and the second, I'm gonna talk later about for each rising sign, and we're gonna talk about in more details for each rising sign, how will this energy can manifest. So for now, after this Gemini energy in the beginning of the month, we have a shift in energy. So on the 17th, June 17th is one of the major days of the month when there's going to be so many things going on. First of all, we're going to have Venus going into Cancer, and she loves being into Cancer. She's very caring, nurturing there. She likes to cook and provide for others. Then we're going to have Mercury going into Cancer the same day. So, we're going to be really much softer, more emotional, more receptive, so it's going to be totally different energy. It's going to switch in one day, and I think we're going to feel it on the June 17th, especially because both Venus and Mercury are just before they switch signs from Gemini to Cancer. They're going to square Neptune. So there's going to be like feeling of illusion or something that is not tangible. So we're going to feel like so confused, let's say. Okay, so we're really going to feel that shift. Everything's going to be chitty chatty, fun, loving. All of a sudden, we're going to feel this confusion, and then we're going to move more inwards ourselves and be more protective, more careful. right? What we're doing. And we're gonna, I think the day of the shift is June 17. Also, June 19, we have Vesta, the asteroid of home, and our where our passion is, where our home is, where our flame is, where our burning desires are. And she enters Leo. So she's gonna give us that Leo energy. Leo is all about following your heart. So it's gonna be, we're gonna feel that we want to really follow our heart, and do what makes us, creative and just generous. We're gonna feel more generous, and we're gonna feel that we really want to pursue our passions. And then after Venus and Mercury, Sun enters into Cancer on June 20th. That is definitely going to be a huge, huge change. After that, the rest of the month, I think we're going to feel more, we're going to be more family oriented, just wanting to spend some time with our family. So first half of the month with friends and going out clubbing and partying, and next part of the month is more family oriented. Okay, before we move on, I want to share something else. Another, so I have different things here. Bear with me. This is when you have live, then you have all this technology, and you can see, oh yeah, let's see, let's talk about the lunations of this month. So the new moon in Gemini is going to be on June 6th at 16 degrees Gemini. So this is next week. And this new moon is actually very interesting, because there's going to be 5 planets in Gemini that day, as I mentioned. So it's going to be very Gemini-like. But the new moon is going to square Saturn. So we're going to be on social media. We're going to, we will want to communicate. We will want to, connect and network. But then Saturn is going to remind us that we still have obligations and responsibilities that we must do. Okay, so there's like a feeling of, oh, I cannot just party without a consequence. So Saturn is here to show us there's consequences if we do too much, because everything Jupiter touches, as I mentioned, it can be over the top. So this square with Saturn is actually really gonna maybe even focus us, and to set intentions in a proper way. Okay, like having better focus. It can sharpen our thinking process. Okay, this new moon. So, but the whole intention should be about Gemini energy. So what is friendship for you? Who do you want to connect with? What is your appearance on social media? What do you want to, what kind of impact do you want to leave to the society as a person who helps others, who connects with others? It's also about our personal development. What do we learn? What are your interests? What are your passions? Remember, we're having Vesta and Leo as well. So what are you passionate about that you want to learn more about that? So it's going to be set intentions in that direction. Okay, your social media appearance. What else do you want to learn? Where are your passions? What is your communication style? Do you want to start writing a book, a blog? Are you happy the way you communicate and express yourself? So I think lots of those topics can come up for the new moon. I'm going to have a full video for all 12 rising signs tomorrow morning, 9:30 Eastern time. So tune in, and I'm going to go into more depth for this new moon. The full moon in Capricorn, actually we're going to have 2 full moons in Capricorn. One is on June 1st, just for the equinox, for the solstice. And the next one is going to be in July. Yes, in the 21st of July. So they're both going to be in Capricorn. The first one is at the first degree, and the last one is going to be the last degree of Capricorn. So sometimes it happens like that. Oh, thank you, Jean. Not sure what am I on point, but thank you. Yes. Thanks for your support. So with the full moon in Capricorn, there's always an issue between balance between our family life and between our work life and our career. So are we in line with that? Are we in balance with that? And I didn't really go deeply into this one, but I know it's squaring Neptune. So there is again some kind of deception about this. what is real, what is not real. So I think we're going to really question, what is happening around us. Like Neptune is very active this whole year. It's 29 degrees of Pisces. It's misting our judgment, all of us, especially, if you have any mutable placements in the last couple of degrees of mutable signs, Gemini, Pisces, Sagittarius, and Virgos, it's really not clear what's happening. Really not clear. Like it's just so. Just be mindful of that you might not have the whole information. And after this Gemini season, when all is going to be about information and about data, we're going to have this mist coming up, and what is happening. So this solstice is going to be so it also gives us a flavor of the summer. So I feel that the flavor of the summer will be mystified. Your Mercury, so your Neptune is on your Mercury at the moment. That's excellent for creative writing. If you want to, for some kind of a nice expression, I feel that's very nice. What is behaving? Saying Neptune is quite a trickster. I have Sag Neptune as well as Sag Sun Moon. Yeah, I have Sagittarius Neptune as well. It's not a trickster like Mercury. It's more like a magician. Okay, so it's like a little bit different. So it's more like magician. So it gives us this illusion of something that it's not real, but it's not. It doesn't really want to trick us. It just want to confuse us. That's Neptune. I feel it's like a confusing energy, or like, so then you start doubting yourself. What is real? What is not? So I think this is going to be the feeling for this full moon. I'm going to have another video for all 12 rising signs as well for the full moon later in the month. So make sure to tune in. And before we move on for all 12 rising signs, I want to just mention which planet is changing direction this month. It's not really changing direction because they can't. Yeah, very confusing. You're right, misbehaving. That's right. It's not really changing directions, but from our point of view, from Earth, we feel that planets are changing directions, right? So Saturn is going to go station retrograde on June 29th. So this whole month, he's going to be much slower than usual. Okay, so he's slowing down. It's just like, I always think about retrogrades is like parking a car. When you go and you parallel park, you need to kind of slow down and then slowly go back, adjust, and then so this is the feeling of this. Saturn is going to be retrograde until November 15th, so it will kind of it will remind us of the responsibilities we have. It will remind us that he's like a reality checker. So you cannot just be all in the clouds like with Neptune, or you can't all be within your mind like with Mercury. It tells us, look, this is life is not just play. So you have to take this seriously. So it's going to give us an opportunity for the next 3 months to actually revise what has happened since Saturn came into Pisces last March. So like there's like a year and 3 months, like a 15 months of Saturn Pisces, and it's going to give us another opportunity to revise what we learned. How are we with our boundaries? How are we getting along with that? Are we, doing things as we should? So just take a note. And also, Pluto is already retrograde. Saturn is retrograde on June 29th, and then Neptune is going to be retrograde just a couple of days after. So we're going to have like 3 other planets retrograding. Everything's going to slow down. So as much as feisty, like April, May, and beginning of June are very, very, fast and furious, and then everything it's going to kind of slow down and give us time to reflect on things. Okay, let's see what Jeannie says. Yeah, a magician with my money. Just comes and goes. I have Neptune conjunct Mars in Capricorn, 2nd house. Makes me delusional about money. I don't know the value. Yeah, that's a hard one. That's the hard one. You know what? But also, I think you can, there's a way for you to use your imagination to earn more money. Think about it like that. What can, what are some another different things that you can maybe that just not, imaginative things that can make you money. I think that's a good one. Especially you said you had Mercury, you have Neptune now on your Mercury. I think with blogging or creative writing or doing a novel or writing something can really help you actually earning money as well, because you have Neptune there natally. Awesome. Okay, so now it's time to go and dig deeper for all 12 rising signs. Okay, share screen. I have to stop and then count again. Yes, thank you guys for for bearing with me with this technology when you have live. I just like doing lives better than pre-recording, just because it's more fun to talk to people. Okay, Jeannie says 100%. My Venus is in Taurus. Definitely does a lot of artwork, and it's literally how I ground myself. Perfect. Ooh, I love it. Oh, you know what I'm thinking now with Venus in Taurus and art? I always think about pottery. Do you do pottery? I think that would be really, really good for you. Really good. Okay, guys, let's see what is happening. So, in general, oh, thank you so much for your support. I love it. I love being here. I love chatting with you. Thank you so much for your input. It makes me happy. Yeah. Again, I'm gonna make a little disclaimer, and that is disclaimer, a little announcement. So I'm also gonna, for all my newsletter subscribers, I'm going to give a special offer on my birthday, which is on Tuesday, June 4th. So make sure you subscribe to my newsletter, go to my website, JasminaBrozovicAstrology.com, and that's it. Cool. Just like a mid-break announcement. Awesome. Okay. In general, before I start, I just want to say, so first half of the month is completely different energy as the second part, as I mentioned. So first half is all about our ideas and minds, and we're going to be more in our heads. Second half of the month, we're going to be more emotional, more introverted, more reflective. We're going to slow down very, very much. Okay, so in general, just letting you know, it's two types of energies. Okay, Aries rising. So what is happening for you this month? So we have, for the first half, we have Sun, Jupiter, Venus, Mercury here. Mars is still in Aries for the first 9 days. What is happening? Oh no, Mercury is here. Mars is still in the Aries for the first day. North node is always here, as we know. South node in Libra. Okay. Pluto is in Aquarius. Hi, Makeup Therapy. Welcome. Nice to see you. Awesome. And then we have Saturn here, Uranus here, Neptune here. Most of it. Chiron is here. Anyway, okay, let's do this. I will do this. The moon is changing signs every 2.5 days, but this is in general first half of the month. Where is your luck, Aries rises? It's in your communication. Look at it. All this beautiful energy is in a house of communication, learning, connecting with your siblings, your neighbors. It's time for you to shine in your neighborhood. I absolutely feel that this is time to be the, you are the meet and greet for your neighbors. It's, as I mentioned, first couple of weeks, it's all about socializing and networking. So make sure you connect with them. Call your neighbors over for coffee and cake, or for some drinks. I think you will benefit from so much. Also, it's a house of learning. So if you are thinking about taking that course, or start writing a blog, or start writing a book or something, this is a very good period for that. I would encourage you to start. With Jupiter, you can be all over the place. You can be very scattered. You might have more ideas than you can chew. So choose two. I always say when Jupiter is involved, he likes everything, but it's very important that we that quality goes over quantity. So choose 2 ideas and explore them. Okay, explore and how and see where this can take you. Okay, Uranus is still in Taurus, so there is like always with Uranus in the second house, especially when it's transiting, it's a great opportunity for you to make some freelance money. Uranus in the second mainly, it's for freelancers, it's for people who earn money through commissions. It's about, like wholesales, commissions, something that it's not from regular 9 to 5 job. So think about what can you do, that you can make, because Uranus is in Taurus. So he wants you to actually find innovative ways to make money. So connect this with your writing skills, communication skills. Pluto is in your 11th house. So if you connect with some powerful people or powerful groups, or people who can empower you and transform you, this can give you a lot of push. They can lift you up. Okay. Still, with Mars still in your first house, you have the drive and the energy to do it. So this is very positive. When on the second half of the month, when Moon, Mercury, and Venus go into Cancer, and Mars goes into Taurus, action will then transform to the money part. So I do feel if you plant a seed in the first 2 weeks of doing something creative and imaginative, this Mars can push this, and you can actually have this second income or third income or some passive income there, right? Think about maybe investment or something. But your orientation is going to be more on the home now, right? You're going to have like 3 personal planets in your house of home and family. You will probably want to connect again, with your ancestors, or with just maybe visiting your childhood home. I think you might even feel more nostalgic than you would like to admit. So I feel that going down the memory lane, taking it easy, it's excellent time to take a trip with your family in the last 2 weeks of June, especially before Saturn goes retrograde. So I would suggest that. I think it would be really, really good. Okay. Oh yeah, GD says, I do everything. All those placements don't let me focus on anything for too long. I have so many projects going on. Yes, that's true. I know it happens. But focusing, like Saturn going retrograde, I feel, especially in your 12th house, Aries rising, is going to give you, I think, your mind, and it's going to focus you. I think you're going to have enough alone time to distinguish what is good and what is not good, and what you want to keep pursuing and what not. Give you that understanding. I know Neptune is here. Let's say here's Neptune. So anyway, on the cusps of your, Neptune is hanging over you. So there a feeling of illusions, but not 12. When Neptune is going through your 12th house, it's very good to connect with your spirituality as well, or find time to be by yourself and dig deep within. So there's a lot of things going on that is very, very positive for Aries rising. Great. I love it. I really, really love it. Okay, let's go Taurus risings. So let's see. First half of the month. What is happening for Taurus risings? They still have Uranus in the first house, but now Jupiter moved away. So isn't this beautiful for you, Taurus? Taurians, my friends, finally Jupiter is moved to your house of money, to your house of income. Look at, you have Venus and Jupiter here together, 2 benefics, helping you to all these ideas that you had, all these things that maybe all the hard work that you were doing, all this productivity and fertility that was seeded in May. It's time to harvest for you. It's time to pick it up and get your reward, because Jupiter is usually gets you reward. Saturn always reminds us there's no reward without sacrifice, of course, but I think you are one of the rare signs that actually can sacrifice, because you, not in the sense that you're sacrificing, but in the sense that you understand the long run, the long term, what it takes. Uh, you have it what it takes to to do the marathon. Aries is more of a sprinter. They want it now, fast, but you are a marathon runner. So this is great. This is definitely harvest period for you. If you want to invest, if you want to buy something, something that is of value, so that they can raise your I'm an accountant, so I'm going to say raise your assets. Absolutely, something that is valuable for you, that you can really purchase it. There's still lots of changes going on, and it's going to be for next year. Uranus is going to go into Gemini, but it's going to dip back into Taurus. But for this is the last year that Uranus is only in Taurus. So there's still lots of surprises. It's lots of shocking things that push you forward out of your comfort zone. And if you did that, if you did go out of your comfort zone, I think now is the time that you're gonna get the rewards back. Yeah, so there's lots of going on here in your 12th house. Mars is still there, so you might feel a little bit of unsure what to do. A lot of help from managers, powerful people in your career. They can because this Pluto, as I mentioned, is going to make a beautiful aspect to Jupiter on the 2nd of June. So you might get promoted as well, or get some money from hard work from work, because I think that powerful people, people of influence and wealthy people in your career will now give you the reward of your hard work. Okay. There's still some responsibilities towards your friendships and groups and communities, but overall this is beautiful. Second half of the month, when Sun, Mercury, and Venus go into Cancer, and Mars goes to your first house. Actually, Mars is going on June 9th, so it's not even second half. It's like a second. It's second, third, of the month. It will give you a lot more stamina. So you're going to feel more driven to do things, to change things, especially when he meets with Uranus, which is not going to be, I think, in June. I'm not sure completely. I don't think, they're going to meet up in later in July, but still, I think this is going to be a beautiful push forward for you, Taurus, giving you a little bit of, of good thing. Jupiter is going to be in Gemini for a year, so it's going to be your house of money for a year. So I feel that if you did the hard work, if you did everything right, this is going to be very, very good for you. Focus on June. So after the June 17th, 20th, when all these three planets are in Cancer, you might really, really want to connect with your siblings. I do feel your aunts and cousins, like have a family gathering with lots of food, just the way you like it. So if you plan a family get together, but with extended family, like one of those family reunions, I would highly suggest this is the time to do it, because the first half of the month, it's going to be all more about friendships and just local community. But this is excellent for your family reunions. It's in Cancer. It's in your third house. It's about extended family. I think you will really, really enjoy it. Like, connect with your cousins and aunts and uncles that you didn't see for a long, long time. Maybe even before COVID and all these things happened, before pandemic. I think now it's time to get and meet everybody with a lot of good food, a lot of cuddles and joys and laughter. I think really, really, you're gonna feel good about it. Oh, hi, Nicole. Yes, I'm good. Thank you very much. I'm a little bit tired, but still good. I was so tired before this, and then when I start to talk about astrology, I'm much better right away. Awesome. Okay. This is for you, Taurus. A great month. I think Taurian and Cancerian energy work very well together. They're both very caring and nurturing, and enjoy good food and comforts of life. So when after the 17th of June, and you're all going to feel much, much more at home and more happier. And because this Gemini energy can be too much for you, it's too fast, and you get to you can't absorb this fast as Gemini can. So I think the second half of the month is going to be much more suited for your energy. Okay, Geminis, this is your season, your month. This is everything is happening. So many things are happening in June for you. Okay, let's see. First of all, you're finally Jupiter. Jupiter came to your first house. Okay, let me see what Nicole says. But I have no family alive on earth except those who turned against me a long time ago. Oh no. Well, you just says you're happy anyway. Yeah, sometimes I feel that friends are family we choose. It's not something not family that we are given. So those those relationships can be more important and more cherished in our lives. That's how I feel. So you understand that. Okay, Geminis, let's see what is happening for you. As I said, Jupiter finally came. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. 100% correct. Good. Jupiter is finally in your first house. This is definitely, the optimism that you need, the hope. You're gonna feel so more optimistic, more joyful, more. It's gonna be more laughter. Jupiter is about laughter, especially in Gemini. Making jokes, being witty. It's gonna be all about that, connecting, meeting new people. This is all about you. You are going to be the ones who are going to connect. Like, oh, I know this one, and people are going to come to you and ask you for all these connections, and you're going to have all this information that you need to connect others. Like, oh yeah, I know this. People are going to come to this guy. Yes, I know this guy. I know this guy. So you're going to help so many people. You're going to be boosted with beautiful energy. Oh, thank you, makeup therapy. Thank you for agreeing. Thank you. Yes, of course, if you have any comments from your personal experience you want to share with us, we would love to hear that. It's always good to see how astrology works in practice as well. Also, Pluto is in your ninth house, so there's some because it's going to make this beautiful aspect with Jupiter. The connection between the ninth house and the first house is beautiful. It's about your wisdom, your knowledge, you want to explore. You're going to have the exploring other cultures, traveling will transform you completely. And to be honest, guys, I am Virgo rising, so this is probably for Virgo risings. You're going to hear it, but I am traveling. So next Saturday, I'm on my way. I'm going to spend a whole summer in Europe with our family. So I'm already, this is like when Gemini, this Jupiter in Gemini, and just transforming us to explore and to learn. This is going to be beautiful because definitely, because there's so many issues at your work. There's so many things that are more responsibilities at your workplace and from your bosses, and so much nebulousness here that you don't understand what's going on. This is like and Saturn squaring all your planets from the last year and this year as well. So you feel more drained, more exhausted. Like you're working for no results. There's no appreciation. I think this Jupiter and all this, especially at the beginning of the month, is going to give you a boost. You want to travel, meet foreigners, connect with people from other countries, learn about them. Mars is in the first half, is for 9 days, is still in Aries. Action with friends, groups, communities, being active on social media. So many things going on, and you can handle it, right? You are a Gemini. You can do many things. You're a multitasker. So I really, really think that this first half of the month is going to be, your calendar is going to be booked. You're going to be fully, everything is going to be there. So enjoy it. And you're going to just thrive in doing what you love doing best, just connecting with people and helping them. Yeah, thank you, Nicole. Yes, I'm going to be still working from there, but it's going to be a little bit of work and pleasure summer, but I'm looking forward to it for sure. Okay, so after the second half of the month, when all these planets, Venus, Mercury, and Sun, move into your second house, and Mars goes into your 12th, you're going to feel the shift. You're going to feel maybe, psychologically drained because you were partying and doing all these beautiful things in the first couple of weeks. But still, look at that. Venus is here. Mercury is ruling your chart. Mercury is your ruler of your chart, is going in your second house. So that means that there are some opportunities also for having money. Okay, there's a lot of optimism and hope with you and with Venus here. And some things will shine in this case. So just think about it. Maybe there's going to be opportunity as well for you to at least to reevaluate what is valuable for you. You might want to, also purchase some valuable things, or just thinking, is this really valuable to me? What does this mean? Maybe you don't find it valuable anymore, or maybe you will. So I think it's going to be a lot of stuff around that topic. Also, second house is about your skills and talents. So you might feel that you want to pursue some new skills or talents, or you had something that you didn't use for a long time. You want to put that back to the surface. Anything. It can be anything. So you're a multitasker, you're versatile. So I think you can come up with something. I think maybe psychologically you just watch out for what's here. Watch out for your kind of mental health, because with Mars in the 12th house, your mind, and everything, you can just feel a little bit too hectic. Okay. Next, let's do Cancer risings. Okay, let's see what's happening. So for Cancers, it's also going to be a good month, especially the second half, because with all these planets going to Cancer. But let's see what is happening in the first beginning of the month for Cancers. Oh yeah, Jupiter is here, so excuse me. I'm still like Jupiter in okay, there it is. Okay, so you have Jupiter coming into 12th house. What does that mean? You can, for many months, I'm thinking that Cancer risings are going through a huge transformation with Saturn in their 9th house. So thinking about, giving some thoughts about did I have the education that I wanted? What is actually my belief system? The 9th house is also about belief system, and with Jupiter rules. Usually the 9th house, right? In a natural reality, it's just a Sagittarius house that Jupiter rules. So there's a connection between the 9th and the 12th house of spirituality, of what do you believe in, how to nurture your soul, because you nurture your emotions and your feelings, which is different from nurturing your soul or spirit. If you know what I mean, it's not the same. Emotions, are different from, the deep need to understand, why am I here? What is happening? What is nurturing that part of you? So with Jupiter here, all these planets in the first couple of weeks, it is time to maybe for you to spend more time alone, and just reflect and connect only with those people who are like-minded. I think it's going to be very important that you practice, maybe practice spirituality, or finding your spiritual leader, or somebody you look up to, or whatever that is. It doesn't have to be a person, of course. It can be whatever. So I feel that this is going to be an emphasis. So having talking to somebody like that, and with Pluto trining this Jupiter in just on June 2nd from the 8th house, absolutely amazing time for therapy, and not just traditional therapy. I'm thinking about, think about what Gemini, curious, explore different types of therapies, Reiki or esoteric, some practices, shamanic. I don't know. There's so many of them. But I think this Jupiter will help you to understand and realize what is that for you, and that can transform you and transform your life. So I think you're going to be more, because your mind is going to work still, because you have all this Gemini. So, but your mind is going to be more focused on that. What is my purpose? What is the meaning of it all? And, Cancer risings can be very patriotic as well. So what does that mean? I think you want to question your patriotism in a way, some of you at least. What does that mean for you? Why am I? What is the country or where I come from? What does that mean, and how this aligns with my beliefs? So I think this can be very transformational for you if you find a person like somebody, like a mentor, Jupiter, with a therapy who can help you with this. Second half of the month is going to be much easier for you because Sun, Venus, and Mercury are going to come in your house in your first house. So you're gonna shine more. You're gonna feel much better about yourself. Sun is self-confidence, right? You're gonna feel more confident about yourself. Venus is there. Venus loves to be in Cancer. She's so caring and nurturing there. Excuse me. I think you're gonna feel really, really good about yourself. And Mars is moving into your house of friendship. So in the next month or so, this Mars will help you. It's going to be some actions with actually finding the tribe, finding the group that you feel that that are your people, that can align with your beliefs, that can align with everything that you explore in the beginning of the month. So I think this is going to be very emphasized for you. Second half of the month, very beautiful. As I said, you're going to be more confident, especially, I think this is going to reflect in your friendships and groups and community. If you want to volunteer or do some charity work, I think it will also do you a bunch of good. Okay, that's for Cancers. Let's go Leos. I need to drink more because I won't be able to talk. Okay. I hope you're having a great weekend, everybody. Okay, Mars is here, Uranus. I want to align this perfectly because Virgo rising, right? Okay. Okay, what is happening here for Leo risings? Look at that. Your social status, or especially in your groups and community with your friendships, you're going to be the king. You are now shining. It's going to be about partying. So this is definitely go party, go have some fun, do all this, Leo. I think you're going to be king of the party if you go. All this energy. I think it's lovely. It's beautiful. Just also your presence on social media. It can give you because Uranus is in your 10th house, it can give you unexpected boost of popularity. Hugely popular Leo risings. First 2 weeks, you're gonna really, really connect with others. You're really gonna feel this energy. You love Gemini energy. You have it's a natural sextile. It's a natural, fire and air go together. Fire needs air to burn, right? So all this air energy helps you have a bigger flame to show yourself, literally. I first 2 weeks until the 17th to 20th, even 3 weeks of the month, just go, connect, socialize, network, do whatever you need to do to shine, clubs, whatever. I think it's going to be beautiful. Unexpected fame can also happen, like an unexpected boost of something within your career or your image as well. If you want to travel in the beginning of the month, yes, you can, because Mars is still in the 9th house before it goes to Taurus. With Saturn, okay. The support comes from your partner as well, because Pluto is making this beautiful aspect with Jupiter, connecting your partnerships and your groups. So your one-on-one relationships, one-on-one friendships, romantic relationships, business partnerships are going to really transform. It's going to be beautiful connection. They can be bigger, larger than life. Something larger than life can happen. For you guys who are singles, I also feel that some of your friendships might become, some of your friends can become partners or something like that. There's connection between friendships and partnerships in whatever whatever way you want it to be. I feel it's going to be really, really beautiful for you. It's not time to dig deep, or maybe some issues with your partner's money, or with some issues with joint money ventures are not as favorable. So there might be some responsibilities regarding that. But overall, it's a beautiful, beautiful beginning of the month. Next, in the last third of the month, when we have all this planet coming into Cancer and Mars moving into Taurus, I do feel that there's going to be some action at work. There might be some even hostility, especially when Mars squares Pluto on the 11th of June. Just watch out for power struggles with your managers. I do feel there might be some issues. And with all these things coming into your 12th house, it's going to be time also to slow down. So first couple of weeks when you party and you shine, now you're going to have to kind of withdraw within yourself, protect yourself from exposure or from somebody, some people that that maybe didn't go well. You need to kind of lay low in the second half of the month, so people remember you how you were when you were at the top, at the peak of your expression of your things. So imagine you were shining at a party, you were the king, and then I think you should leave when the party is at its highest, at the best, and then you have to leave. Don't wait for the end of the party. It's that kind of a feeling. So make sure that you withdraw and nobody notices where you're going before it kind of waters down, and then everybody forgets your shine. So step away while you're still shining bright. That would be my suggestion for you, Leos, for month of June, for our second half. Okay, and power struggles at work, unexpected issues, I'm not a fan of this. But in the next 12 months, with Jupiter in your house of friendships and networking and social media, and it's going to be beautiful. I think you're going to be very, very popular. Your popularity is going to rise humongously in the next year, especially with Uranus still in the 10th house unexpectedly. I think many of you are not even aware what's going to happen, and it's going to be really, really good. Okay, excellent. Virgo risings. Okay, little Virgo risings. That's me as well. Let's see what's happening here. So this is all about your career, right? This is the time that you are going to harvest things. Your hard work is coming, it's going to pay off. Jupiter is going to help you with your public persona, with your image, with how people perceive you and see you in the public world, promotions, pay rises. It's very, very fortunate, especially in these 2 weeks, first 2 weeks. Many things can happen. You have Venus and Jupiter here. Good luck. I think it's going to be beautiful. Uranus is still in the 9th house. So if you want to explore, if you want to learn about astrology or Uranus astrology or something like that, I think it's also very favorable for you. Just learning and teaching, because this Mercury is also ruling your whole chart, being in the 10th house. You as you are going to be very good, and it's ruling your house of career and ruling your complete chart. This is definitely a time for you. It's not going to last long, but it's going to be very dense. So it's going to be all this energy is going to be so dense in 2 weeks. Is going to be full. This is also workplace. So Pluto making this nice aspect to Jupiter is going to come from your workplace, from your co-workers. I think your health is also going to be very good. There's some fortune coming. Even if you had some issues, I think the outcome is going to be good. So if you had any health struggles, the outcome is going to be good. There is maybe some restrictions coming from your partner, or not getting the support that you need, but focus on yourself, focus on your career, and I think this is going to be really, really good, especially first 2 weeks of the month. When all these planets move in Cancer and Mars goes into your 9th house, then you plan. You can then actually really you can go and travel, because every time the Mars goes through a house, through transiting one of your houses, this is where the action is. So 9th house, take that course, sign up for that course, go get that PhD, travel, think about all this stuff that you can do. This Uranus is still here, so there's like a sense of adventure, or like a when Mars comes here, like it's also awareness, like, oh my God, this is, oh, I'm woken up, this is what I want to do, this is, I want to pursue this, I want to get this certificate so I can get, have a better future, or I always wanted to travel there, I want to go there or take that course. It's very, very important. Like Jupiter is here to support your career for the next year, so no worries about it. And look at that, you're going to have support from your friends, caring and nurturing friendships, communities that can help you also in the second half of the month. Love it. Even your partner, this is going to make a nice aspects with your house of partnerships. So there could be, some serious partnerships coming up with Venus trining Saturn. There can be, some really, really, really lovely things coming up for one-on-one relationship in your groups in a second. Overall, I like this. I like the month. I like the month of June for you. I mean, Saturn is always in your house of partners. It's opposing you. It's always a struggle. But I think with this energy, with Jupiter and Cancer, Cancer energy is really, really good for you. Water and Earth go together. Earth needs water, so having this support from Cancerian energy from your friends, it's really going to nurture who you are and nurture you very much. So I think it's going to be beautiful. Awesome. You're halfway there. You're halfway there. Okay. Let's go. Libra risings. Libra risings. Okay. Let's see what is happening for you guys. Jupiter, Sun. Oh, look at that. Definitely Libra risings. I know there's many, there might be some issues with your partnerships. As I mentioned, I'm mentioning this in my every video because, when you have nodes in the first and the seventh house for so long, for this year and a half, it's always going to be impacting who you are and how we relate to others, what we project to others, how our partnerships, one-on-one relationships are what is happening here. So there's like an ongoing struggle until January next year. But look at these beautiful things here. I think, if you didn't so far, because I think I mentioned that last time, now it's time for you to travel. Definitely book that trip, book that course, do what you need to feel, get out from, I think it's time for your vacation. You have also Saturn in your house of work, and there's so much responsibilities, take care of your health, take care of these everyday tasks, how you, there's all this Virgo house of how you clean your house and do groceries and do this, so many everyday tasks, not having a much support, or some changes in your partnerships that are, drastic or life-changing. You need a break. And this is time for your break. This is the time for you to go. Jupiter is going to be here for the next year. So, first of all, if you, this first couple of weeks of June, use it as an inspiration for the next 12 months. This is the house of exploration, of enthusiasm. I think your enthusiasm is going to boost. I think you'll be more enthusiastic about, about life and what is it all about. I think you're going to feel so much better now. And you need this. I think you need this more than anybody with all this situation. So socialize, network, meet people, travel, do whatever is necessary for you to step away from everyday obligations, for everyday responsibilities from your partner and issues you might have with them, experience with them, and focus on yourself. What are your beliefs? What do you want to do? What do you want to explore? How to feel enthusiastic again about life. That's what you need to focus. First half of the month. Next half, when these planets go to Cancer and Mars moves to the 8th house, focus is going to shift again to your career. So maybe look at that. You have this Saturn in your house of everyday work. If you worked hard, and you might shine. There's Venus is there. Mercury's there. I think maybe, you might, there might be also maybe an opportunity for you to travel for work, or something like that might happen. I feel that your career is going to be highlighted for the next half of the month. It's going to be lots of also communications, and Mercury's there. Maybe some news, or you might hear something that can be a game changer in your career. Venus is there. There might be some new also partnerships in that sense. But I think it's very good, because I feel that it has a good aspect to Saturn and Neptune here, right? It's a trine. It's like a flowing energy. So I think this is also gonna benefit you from your hard work and everything that you did. I do feel that this is really, really. At first part of the month is much better because it's more fun, but the second part is going to be more calming in a way. I do feel that at work I feel good. I feel like they are kind of like my family. I do feel supported from them, and because the changes you might have thought that you want to change or do, maybe they're not going to be necessary because you're going to feel supported from your work. So I think that's the benefit of it all. Nevertheless, think about Jupiter in your 11th, 9th house for the next year, and how can you expand and explore life, and make sure that you have some fun, not just hard work in your life. That's the whole point. Overall, it's very good. It's not a bad month for you, not at all. Scorpios, what is happening with you guys? Let's see. So your Gemini energy is in your house. So in the natural wheel, the 8th house belongs to Scorpio. So this is your house. So imagine everything that you like, it's going to expand. Like this is the you might get inheritance. You might get some money from government. There's maybe some money from partners. Remember, partners have your partner house has Uranus there. Unexpected things happening. So maybe unexpected money. Look at that. Um, oh, your Scorpio rising. Sorry, what is no? Okay, I can't look at it. Oh, makeup therapy says she's Scorpio rising. Yes, I love this. This is usually Gemini and Scorpio energy. It's called intercepted energy. That means that they have nothing together. Like there's no element or modality or polarity. They have nothing in common. Okay, so it's like kind of, I don't understand that kind of an energy, right? So let's say, but having all this energy in your house, like all these blessings, it can give you if you want to apply for a credit loan, if you want to think about getting sponsorship, grants, getting money from other people, in any way or form you can think about. This is actually a great start. And then you can, because Jupiter is going to be there for the next 12 months. This is like a planting a seed of what can happen with that. Okay. Also, with all these Gemini things here, 8th house is also about psychology and deep thinking. So if you want to do any research, if you want to, Mercury is there as well. Starting some research, digging deep, finding out things that that are interest you, that can also stimulate your mind, because Gemini is about mind. So think about something that stimulates your mind by going deep and digging deep and finding, really researching it to its depth. Okay, that's maybe a great opportunity for you as well. Saturn is in your house of creativity. So Saturn, especially when it goes retrograde end of the month, so later until November, you can give you more focus and structure into your creative expression. So think about how can you combine, your creativity and your research abilities. What do you think? I think it's going to be very good. There's lots of unexpected things from your partner's house coming up. So there's, it can be shocks and dramas and what is happening, but it can be also, it can reflect positive with all this, with Jupiter in the 12th house. So good news might come from your partner. Oh, Makeup Therapy says, I have Moon and Mars in Gemini and Jupiter conjunction Mercury in Leo, so I'm interested. Oh, yes. See? So you're natally going to have Moon in Mars here in the 8th house. Mars is also, it's a drive. It's giving you, the action, call for action. So think about I have Moon in Gemini as well. So there's a need, when you have a Moon in Gemini, there is a need for to satisfy your curiosity, to feed your Moon with knowledge, with information, with communication, with exchanging all this information. So this can really, really be good for you, to connect to people who you can do research with, some creative projects. Think about it. There is a support coming from family members as well, because Pluto is here, is going to trine Jupiter. So there is some support from family that can really, really do some transformation. Pluto in the 4th usually, can signify lots of crisis in the family or some family changes, but with a nice aspect to Jupiter, I don't think it's going to be that. I think it's going to be really positive, and helping you actually deal with some family dramas and traumas. They can help you with that. Okay. Oh, you do research a lot. Okay, yes, I can see that. Yes, especially with Mars in Gemini. Mars is also action, and people with Mars in Gemini really, they use words as their weapons, I say. So I think they're very eloquent. I love that. Awesome. Okay, second half of the month, we're gonna have Mars moving into your house of partnerships and everything in the 9th house. So this is beautiful because it's trining your ascendant. All this Cancer energy is a lovely water trine. I think you're gonna feel more in tune with what you believe in, and what is making you happy and joyful. Because the 9th house is also about joy. It's Sagittarius house, so it's more optimistic. So I think you're gonna feel really in tune with what makes you happy, what brings you joy. And you might find some nurturing in that. You might feel protected by exploring some things. The 9th house of this is very strong. Also, it can be patriotic in a sense. But anyway, I don't want to go there too much. Overall, Mars is going to go into 7th house of partnerships. So there may be some issues. There's going to be some actions around your partners, maybe some hostility or agitation. So just, be careful, be aware of that energy, especially when it squares Pluto. So that can be some family quarrels. And, June 11th, it's going to be, it can be hard with your partner. There might be some fights overall. So just be careful about that. I just feel that, I think this is beautiful trine between Saturn, your ascendant, and the 9th house. Creativity, who you are, and what is the deeper meaning of life. Think about it. That's something that I really feel that this second half of the month, you're going to be more oriented on that. Watch out for you, especially. It's very important to watch out on June 11th, not to get into power struggles with Mars, Pluto square. Okay. Have a great month, Scorpios. Okay, Sag rising. What is happening for Sag risings? Okay, so this is all in your opposite house of partnerships. So there may be some blessings. I think for Sag risings, new relationships coming up. Personal, business. Oh, you're welcome. Makeup therapy. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. I do feel that in the next 12 months, many Sag risings are going to get engaged, get married, find a person to spend the rest of their life with. And this what they actually, people, they're going to feel in this June, so the next couple of weeks, there's going to be a lot of things happening around in your partnership house, a lot of focus there, but partners can bring you joy and fun and laughter, because Sagittarius, they love to laugh, they love to make jokes. It's all about exploring, having fun. So your partner is going to be like that as well. So exchanging ideas, doing some things together, it's going to be most important. So instead of going maybe for parties, take a road trip. You and your partner, just go and explore the world around yourself, just the two of you. Spend some quality time together, and not staycation, but actually go out and do some things and the way you love it. Spend time in nature, walk, go for road trips. First couple of weeks, very, very important. Especially Mars is in your 5th house. You're going to feel this, if you have kids, go trips with kids as well. But you might feel more creative, more. This is the house of Leo. You're going to have fun, do concerts, theater, with your partner. Just take them, explore what is happening in your local community that you want to explore, and have some fun, some festivals, food festivals, music festivals. There's so many things going on. I just hope that you spend a lot of time with your partners to reconnect, because this is Gemini energy, to talk things through, to improve your communication, to find a common language. Yes, I think that's important. And there is a support coming from Pluto, from communication house. So, I think your communication, you can, if you had some misunderstandings in the past or not understanding each other, I think Pluto can really help you transform the way you communicate your partner, and then it's going to be bliss and just luck and fortune after that. You're kind of like, oh yeah, that's what you meant. Oh, this is what I thought you meant. So I think it's going to be really, really inspiring for you guys. I think it's going to be like it's Gemini, it's talking, it's data, it's information. It's going to be life-changing for you. I think you're going to learn so much about yourself and people around you, and it's going to really change your point of view. Second half of the month, you're gonna feel more introverted for sure, because all this thing is gonna be in the house of okay, Mars is first of all, Mars is going to in the 6th house of work, so watch out for your health here, especially just watch out for your health, because Venus is ruling this house, is going to be in the 8th house, and Mars is coming here. So second half of the month, if you have any medical issues that you feel, don't ignore them. I don't know, I'm not a doctor, but just don't ignore anything that you feel that it's happening. Go see a doctor, go see a professional. As I said, ruler of your 6th house is going to be in the 8th, and Mars is coming here. So some things might happen unexpectedly. Uranus is still here. So just a thought. Yeah, there's also, more responsibility coming from family members, even maybe for seniors like your parents or somebody that you need to take care of. So because the 8th house, when there's a bunch of stuff happening there, you can shake up some things, from your family ancestry as well. Some family secrets, or it's taboo topics coming up to light as well, because you're going to have Pluto and Jupiter here. Is going to highlight the communication, so communication from the beginning of the month. So it's going to set up the tone for the whole month, in a way that many things are going to be said. It can transform your life, and with these things, I mean, these are all good planets. I'm not saying this is all good, but it's a lot of energy in the 8th house, of the house of taboo things. And because Saturn is here, and Saturn is going to go retrograde end of the month, it may trigger some changes within your family dynamics and what is happening. It can be a lot of different things here. I know we always say it's a house of sex and tax, and what else, I don't know, but I don't think it's that. It's about intimacy. I think you might, after having fun with your partner in the first couple of weeks, I think you're gonna even feel more intimately connected with them. That's on the positive side of this. So not everything is shining for you, but it's not all bad. So there's a lot. First, especially first half of the month, I find it much more optimistic for you. Second half, you just might need to deal with some things that are not fun as you would like them to be, because you like fun and you like it light. So this might be a little bit too heavy, let's say, and you might not want to deal with them. Okay. That's what I feel. That's all. Okay. Let's see for Capricorn risings. So Capricorn risings. Let's see what is happening for you. Okay, Mars is still here in the beginning. I don't know if you like this. I really like doing this wheel. It just helps me because Gemini rules hands. It helps me to do something with my hands and not just talk. So I hope you like my wheel. And I didn't mention to thank the London School of Astrology for giving me this wheel that I can use for my lives. I'm currently pursuing a diploma in astrology with them. Great school, love Frank Clifford. If you're interested in learning more, you can sign up for free. They have a lot of free things on their website. Just create an account. Anyway, okay. I love this for Capricorns. Capricorns, everybody tells Capricorns are very hardworking people, workaholics, and look at all this Gemini energy in their sixth house. Just like with Scorpios, Geminis also don't have anything in common with Capricorns. So those are the energies that need adjustments. Okay. So Capricorns usually don't understand, the superficial, chatty Geminis. They're like more serious, more traditional, more like, imagine Capricorns is Saturn. It's old, it's tradition, and Gemini's youth and kids. So, imagine, kids and grandkids talking to each other, like with different point of view, like baby boomers with Gen X. I think that's kind of a analogy I would use for this energy. But I think this is gonna, having Jupiter in the house of everyday life and work for Capricorns rising, I think is gonna really, really help them. First of all, with their health, and then in generally with everyday things. And I think they will not feel as the everyday obligations might not feel as heavy as they usually do. Okay, with having all this. In the first couple of weeks, I feel that many of the daily tasks and stuff that they need to do are going to be much lighter, not as heavy, having less obligations, having a great relationship with their co-workers, or if you are a boss and with Capricorn risings, many of you have your own companies, then your employees are going to be very happy with you. I think you're going to have like a great great feel of at workplace. I feel that you're going to have much lighter atmosphere, much more optimistic and joyful. It's not as heavy or serious as usual. There's lots of actions happening still in your house of family. So, many things are happening there. Positive things are coming. Pluto is making a great aspect with Jupiter, with money. So there might be some support, from your house, from your area of life with your money and assets. And this is related to your work. So there might be, some reward even from your work, helping you transform your assets and, bringing more money into your house. So I hope this can be also very beneficial, these connections. Overall, I hope maybe some of your coworkers or your employees might become friends, or you may just have occasional, after work drinks, which you usually don't do. So I feel that Capricorn's risings are, especially in the first 2 weeks, are going to be more inclined and just, okay, let's do something fun, or let's, have something more leisure. So in the first couple of weeks. So that's going to be good for you. It's going to be, you're not going to be so uptight. You're going to feel much at ease. So I like that for you. Yeah, just, watch out for the family dynamics. Okay, second half, when Mars moves into your fifth house. There's, if you have kids, there's going to be some things around your kids. You're going to maybe need to do more things. Also, there's a highlight with your partnership. So there's going to be, there's going to be like a change of that. Your house of kids and partners is going to be connected. So there might be some things happening. So you might also have some, family fun or something, creative that you can do as a family. If you don't have kids, just, pursuing your hobbies or sports. You might be more physically active or doing some more physical activities in the second part of June. Also, there is some nice things happening in your partners. You're going to feel supportive and nurtured by your partner. And that's very important for you. Respected. There's a harmony coming from your partner's house. Overall, a nice month. I think it's going to be much more going to be much less stressful, more laid back than you usually have. So like an easygoing, like a more easygoing, slow down month, especially when Saturn also goes retrograde. It's going to give some time to reflect on your communication stuff. Overall, Capricorn risings, enjoy. You're going to have like an easygoing month this month. Okay, let's see. Okay, Aquarius rising. Let's see. For Aquarius I'm always thinking when I look at this, for all the Aquariuses that want to have kids. Now look at that. Now is the time. If you want to get pregnant, if you want to expand your family, this is the time with Jupiter here for the next 12 months in general. But this is like, as I said, this is a seed. So beginning of June is like a seed for you. This might happen. Also pursuing new hobbies. And do something, I would say, because lots of Gemini energy, lots of you're intellectual sign. You like to, to brainstorm. You like innovative, futuristic things. So think about what kind of hobby can be innovative, futuristic. You have Pluto in the first house. Can you do something with AI, or I'm thinking whatever you feel that it's something new and different, explore it more. There's lots of benefits coming up from that. Okay, and lots of connecting with people with same interest, like in a sports group or a hobby group, or people who you can actually think about how changing the future in a creative way. Pluto is supporting you for the first house, so you're going to feel more empowered to do so, like doing things bigger than life, larger than life, something that can be life-changing for the whole community, for the future of our civilization as well. Finding those people and working with them, I think it's going to be, you're going to feel that you want to explore that more in the first couple of weeks of June. Still watch out for money, how much you spend. You have still Saturn here, especially when it goes retrograde until November 15. Watch your budgets. Don't overinvest. Don't overspend. Neptune is also there at the last degree, 29 degrees of Pisces. Lots of unclarity, uncertainty. I don't want to say lies and scams, but it can also be lies and scams. So you watch out for scams. You can lose money by falling for a scam. So just because, for you're so out there, so these little, petty things, you don't see them because you don't find them important. So just watch that. Really be careful with who you trust with your money and what is happening in that case. Second half of the month, when Mars goes in your house, in the house of your family and home, there might be some dynamics about maybe you're going to be thinking about renovating your home. This is usually happens when Mars goes to the fourth house. Home renovations, new decorations, or you're going to, do some garden, changing some outside of the house, even gardens. If you want to sell a house, buy a house, Uranus is still there. So it might be all of us like unexpected, all of a sudden thing that you didn't plan. So something, very sudden and abrupt. But it can also be an aha moment, like, oh yeah, this is what I, I really want to do it. Like you could have like a new, bright, new idea that can help you. Also, we have all these things coming into your house of health and just work. This is going to be really good. I think it's going to be feel good about your health and about at workplace. What I would maybe suggest, you might gonna feel you will wanna maybe wanna indulge yourself in the next half in the last half of June. You might change some daily habits that can nurture you more. So you might more, like watching a movie under the blanket with your favorite popcorn, watching a favorite movie, something like that. You might feel more or doing something that implementing something new in your daily habits that can feel you more, that nurtures you more. Okay, so I feel that might be a topic of the second part of June. I do feel that your health, as long as you nurture yourself, is going to be good. No issues there. Remember, next 12 months with Jupiter in Gemini, it's all about your creativity, your creative expressions, and how you put it in the world out there. Not a bad month. Just watch out for finances. That's your biggest thing for you, Aquarius risings. Okay. Last, not the least, it's our friends Pisceans. Okay. I love this. See, so because Pisces they have a not an easy situation with Saturn being in their first house for so long, but all these planets now in the fourth house. So many great things coming up from your family members, from your home. I think you're going to have such a great connections, such great talks, such a supportive conversations coming from your loved ones. Jupiter coming in your fourth house for next 12 months. You really need to think about buying or selling a home. I think it's going to be very favorable and fortunate for you. So if you're thinking about moving, I would really start thinking now. There is a new moon in Gemini coming up. I'm going to have a deep dive tomorrow morning on that. Planting seeds, something about this. Like, what is my perfect home? How does my perfect home look? I think, if you plant a seed in the next 12 months, you might even get and buy one. There's a lots of of coming from home. What can you do with your family? Lots of Gemini things. You can also have a family party, or doing I don't know if anybody does those games at home, like board games. I will spend first couple of weeks doing some board games with family, or playing cards. Just doing some social activity or family members that can, they can also, that your mind can work and put your mind into something. There's still a lot of activity in your house of money. So, I hope that's good for you. Pluto is supporting you from the 12th house to the 4th with Jupiter here. It's going to be nice support. So your spirituality, your connections with the divinity is really going to help you with your family life as well. There's a big, as I said, the big transformation coming for all the Piscean risings with this Pluto coming to the 12th house. I think understanding, because you are the sign that is connected with the higher consciousness more than anybody else. And this transformation, I think it's bringing us new leaders. Anyway, I'm not going too deep. Anyway, so Saturn, the first house, is actually not as bad as people think. I think it's very good if you want to lose weight. I think it's very good. If you want to discipline yourself. There's more focus and discipline and understanding the boundaries, because you lack boundaries. So with Saturn in the first house, you understand them more. This is really good. Oh, what is Jeannie saying? June 9th Is my twin toddler's third birthday, and my man is a Pisces rising, so that tracks. Oh, there you go. See? Perfect. Oh, so you have Gemini twin toddlers. Oh yeah, my son actually has a birthday. I gave him birth on my birthday, so we share birthday June 4th. He's gonna be 4. So yeah, we're having a party tomorrow. Excellent. Oh, that's so nice. Well, happy birthday to your twin toddlers, and I hope you have a great, great birthday party next weekend. I love it. Okay, so after the second half of the month, we have Mars moving in the third house. Now it's time to get serious about, there's my third house is not just communication and learning, it's about contracts and trade. And, if there's buy and sell things that are happening, I think it's going to be very, very good. It's also opposite the ninth house. So foreign trade. Oh, what is it? Boy, girl, twins. Ooh, of course, my witchy butt would have an Aquarian and twin Geminis. Ah, perfect. Oh my God, Aquarian and two Geminis. Oh my God, makeup therapy. Your daughter has 10th birthday on June 9th. What is happening? Oh my God, all you guys have kids, Geminis. Oh my Lord. Happy birthday to your daughter as well. Oh, guys, I love it. Oh, thank you. Of course, you. I guess I attract the Gemini energy. Wow, look at that. Yeah, makeup therapy. You have Moon in Gemini, so your daughter has a Sun in Gemini. That's such a beautiful connection. I'm already doing synastry in my head. Very nice, beautiful, awesome. Okay, back to Pisces. I'm sorry, Pisces. You're very patient with me, but anyway. So second half, some action in your second house if you want to start journaling or reflecting, because you have a bunch of stuff what is happening in your life. I think this is the great opportunity. Artistic expression, you're going to feel nurtured by your creativity, so you love art. Do something artistic. Or if you have kids, absolutely time with your kids in the second half. Spend doing something that your hobbies. Try to connect the third and the fifth house, your communication skills, your writing abilities, your willingness to learn something new with maybe a new hobby. Is there something new you want to learn? Maybe you want to take up a class or a hobby with your kid and do it together with them, or learn something new together. I have a friend, she's actually going with her son, and they are learning Japanese and all this stuff together. So I think it's beautiful. And yeah, she's a Piscean. That's interesting. So anyway, so I think nurture yourself. Like first half is going to be more about family and family dynamics, and then second half is going to be like, what can I do that makes me feel good? Maybe some sport activity. Something that makes you also fun. Fifth house is also romance. If you want to study, if you're single and you want to date, this is a great opportunity for the second half to start dating again. There might be some Venus is there, so you might feel more romantic, or just overall like more relatable for dating. So that's great opportunity. Overall, not bad for Pisces. I know Saturn in the first house giving you these limitations, restrictions, you don't like them, but overall I think you're doing a great job, Pisces. Not easy. Jeannie says, 8 of diamonds, babies, they're no joke. So smart. We have a lot of work to do with them, with their Queen of Spades, Mercury card. We can't tell them anything. They think they know it all, and they do. Almost. I love it. Yeah. I mean, every generation teaches us something new. I think every generation is smarter than the previous one. So, absolutely. Okay, I think I'm done. This was June for all 12 signs. I hope you had fun listening to me. I hope you find it useful. They were born to lead and do their own thing. Absolutely. Especially these ones with Pluto in Capricorn. They're especially going to be the new leaders of the new world that it's coming. Anyway, thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much, Jeannie, Makeup Therapy, Misbehaving, Nicole, everybody who was here live with me, and for everybody else who is just a second, because Jesus. Okay, sorry. I'm using my phone as my camera, and I'm using my phone as my camera, and then somebody was calling me. Anyway, all is good. Thank you again. Have a great month of June. For any comments, anything that you want to share with me, I'm here. I'm open for you. Oh, I love you too. Oh, thank you. And yes, tomorrow I'm going to be here for the new moon in Gemini tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. So until then, everybody, bye-bye. Hugs and kisses. Have a great, great weekend.